Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we made our trek up through Hyrule Castle, exterior. We didn't go inside much. And we find ourselves here, at the edge of the Sanctum. And this is where we shall finally face off against Calamity Ganon.
Link. I'm sorry, but my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
Finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, Princess. Our moment has arrived.
So, if you had not done the, if you had not done the, if you had not done the Divine Beasts, that would not have cut his health in half. And on top of that, if you had... Uh-oh. He's on the wall. If you hadn't beaten any number of the... What is that? Any number of the blight Ganons. Whoops. You would have then had to have... You would then have had to fight the blight Ganons that you hadn't defeated already at the start of the fight. he's on the wall again. Ouch. I wonder if he can actually reflect that. Probably not. Oh, those are Cryonis blocks. Didn't realize he did that. Ooh, 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 that's a tornado. Those are... Wait. Isn't there a boss that does that in Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, I guess, Blight Ganon does. Uh-oh. Now what? Oh. He's invincible. Great.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Stop breaking my Daruks. I need that. Back up. Back away from him. He's going up the wall again. Is that a fireball? That is a fireball. Oh, that's a big fireball. Holy crap. Ouch. That kind of hurt. Thank you. There we go. Take that, Ganon. Back up. Taste the blade of evil's bane. So yeah, I was trying to explain it. If you come here without defeating any number of the final bosses, you have to fight them, or dungeon bosses. You have to fight them before this guy, and then you don't get the eighth of a health that comes off of him from the divine beast.
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything it has seen before. Entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
Get the bow of light. Princess Zelda gave you this bow and arrow for the battle with Dark Beast Ganon. When wielded by the hero, it fires arrows of pure light strong enough to oppose the Calamity. So our job here is to just ride around the playing field until we get a moment.
Energy covering Ganon's body is called malice. None of your attacks will get through as he now is. I will hold the malice back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you see. May you be victorious.
So, this is what we must do. Anytime there's a glowing point, we gotta shoot it with an arrow of light. There they are. Other side.
Hurry! Please!
There we go.
Ganon's power is weakening.
Anytime we take out one of those points, it'll take a big chunk off his health. I think we gotta do this side now. Maybe? Oh, he's rotating. Oh, it's raining. Come on. Come on, horse. Let's go.
Now's your chance.
That last one right there.
It's working.
Mind the trees. I believe if you get to this point without Epona, Epona is given to you. Because all your other horses will flee.
Hit the glowing area.
There.
So close.
Whoa! What the? Epona! Come here, quick.
Link! Look up there. It's the very core of Ganon's being. Do what you finish him, Link. keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
And that is the end of the main story of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Undoubtedly one of the, if not the longest Zelda games no, it is not. It's not the longest. That designation has been passed on to Tears of the Kingdom, a game nearly 3 times as big. That took 3 times as long, almost. It really was a jarring turn in a different direction, both for better and for worse, when it comes to the Zelda formula. In so that it made it more open world, kind of like the way a randomizer might. But the problem with not having dungeon items, it made it so that the puzzles were more open-ended, and while that could be seen as a good thing, in other aspects, it kind of breaks the Zelda formula in a way, which is unfortunate. I do enjoy playing this game, but I can understand why some people do not like it for being so open-ended. Because with dungeon items put into the mix, you get a sort of door and lock system, or like a key and lock system. Door and key, I guess. Where, oh, I get this item, now I can go do these things. With the items removed and it basically being boiled down to swords, shields, arrows, and the power-ups, which you can't even use in like the mini dungeons. All the shrines, you don't have your powers. You only have the runes that you get at the beginning of the game. It just that's kind of the thing, is that it gives you everything at the beginning of the game and says, okay, figure out how to use these to solve the puzzles. And there's just like, there's no real one right solution to a puzzle. There's just a million right answers. From what I understand, the next game that I'm going to be playing, Echoes of Wisdom, tries to fix that in a way, but I don't entirely know how this is going to go, because it does seem to be similarly open-ended. I also have heard some complaints about this being a bit of an anti-climax boss. Like, if you could do the 4 Divine Beasts, you don't have to fight the 4 Blight Ganons before Calamity Ganon. And then you also, he gets half his health drained by the Divine Beasts. Whereas if you go straight to Hyrule Castle without doing any of the Divine Beasts, you have to do this boss gauntlet of Fire Blight, Wind Blight, Water Blight, Thunder Blight. And then you have to fight Calamity Ganon wholesale. Like, you don't get any extra, like, damage knocked off. And then Dark Beast Ganon is basically just ride around this giant thing and shoot, what was it, 8 spots on its body with a light arrow? I guess this is your reward for putting in the effort to do all the things, is that you have a much easier time of it. You don't have to fight as hard. It makes your fight easier at the end. But I see why some people call it anticlimactic. It's unfortunate. Compared to the boss battle at the end of Tears of the Kingdom, which still made you work for that victory. I even struggled a little bit with him. But it really puts the emphasis on the sword play rather than any kind of, like, goofiness. It's literally a duel between the hero of, what would it be? Hero of Ages? Versus the King of Evil. I guess the cool thing is that Zelda does help in a way at the very end. But here I go talking about the sequel again. Or other games in the series rather than this one. This game does have the Master Mode option, which makes things a little bit more difficult. And it introduces the gold variants of enemies. And now, in my playthrough of that, I put on the English subtitles, but turned on the Japanese voice acting, just to hear the difference. Which is kind of neat. But I come to the end of this game, and I'm wondering if... Like, I asked this question in the last episode. Whether or not I should go through with the Koroks and the other mini bosses, because the one thing you need to realize is that once you've beaten this game, it'll put a star, or once you've beaten Ganon, it'll put a star next to the file name, and that star does change a few small things. It makes Kilton give you a quest to go defeat all the mini bosses, the Talus and the Talus, the Molduga, and the whatever. Whoa. Music cut out there for a second. Special claps to Satoru Iwata. Man, this is getting loud. Definitely having to turn this down in the editor. But there are a few things, like, post-game that you can do, just for, like, the pure completionism. And there are, like, inventory rewards for doing these things. Like, you get medals for beating all the bosses, you get something in your inventory for collecting all the seeds, you get something for completing the compendium. Oop, cutscene.
make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Miva's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory. Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off. I can no longer hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.
And this is going to kick us back to the title screen. I believe... What is this? This isn't normally here. What is this? Oh. Oh, right. Isn't there like some kind of dev thing? Where like you can like hear things about how the game was developed and that sort of thing? Huh. Okay. Cool. Anyway. But that brings us to the end of this, provided that I don't go out and do the Korok thing. I want to do it, but I've been getting some, like, feedback that I shouldn't. And I don't know if I should listen to it or not. Because this is something I want to do, and this is my channel, and these are my videos, and I should be able to decide who and what I do. Or what and when I should do it. I should... Who and what? No. I should... You know what I mean. Like, I should be able to decide what I'm doing with my channel. But... get some other information. Like, should I do this? Should I not? Will people watch it? Somebody out there is probably going to watch it. But it's something I want to do. It's my channel, darn it. I should be able to do it. But anyway. That brings us to a close. I'm going to take Friday off while I settle things in on the next LP. But on beginning of the next week, we're going to be starting Echoes of Wisdom. Because I need to get my TV fixed before I even touch Metroid Prime 4. But until then, this is Xana520, signing out.